Friends of the social community, good morning and welcome back to my channel in all languages, from Social Italian in Spanish to the Russian channel called Italiansky Obraz, Gini, something like that, which means Italian lifestyle. And we also have the English channel, Italian taxi driver. We're already international with these three. Let's see if we can develop them further, and then we'll open up to other languages. That said, let's talk about artificial intelligence. I know we've talked about it before, but right now I'm as excited as a kid because I see something exceptional in the future, something truly remarkable. If you're not using it yet, start trying it out, guys, because once you do, you won't go back. The problem is, you won't go back. For example, you won't need a calculator anymore. Let's start with just the apps you have on your phone. Just the apps on your phone. You have an assistant, right? Now I've already used GPT and I've upgraded. It costs 223 euros. And whatever, I'm using Gemini, which is free. There are still many gaps to fill, but you don't need a calendar anymore. So everyone who used to rely on a calendar, putting in appointments, marking them down, like a little note, marking the appointment on the calendar, that's no longer necessary. You talk to Gemini, and you say, schedule an appointment for 5 p.m. on October 24th. Oh no, look, you already have another appointment. What is it? So, when am I free on October 24th? It's an appointment at 4 p.m., one at 6 p.m., you could put it at 5 p.m.? That is, he already tells you. It tells you already, just by talking to it. You don't need to open the calendar, look and check. It tells you everything. You just say what you need, and it marks it in the calendar, so you don't need the calendar app anymore. Plus, it's free, so you can use it. You don't need the calculator app anymore either. You can ask it for any calculation you want to do. We do simple calculations, for example. I have taxi vouchers, and I say, add this up for me. I have vouchers for 11 euros and 50 cents plus 27 plus 12.3. You tell it everything, and it writes it all down. For you, gives you the total and tells you the result. The calculator app is useless now. What you might still need is a translation app, but you don't need it either. You just ask it, and it translates for you, writing it out nicely and accurately. If you need to send a message and don't know how to phrase it, just ask it, and it will do it for you. What's the problem? It does it for you. Simple as that. Do you want to take a Russian course? Yesterday I tried to take a Russian course, and I asked it to teach me Russian. It teaches you languages. You talk to it, and it explains the languages to you. We need to work on this. It still doesn't work well, to be honest. It doesn't work well because, obviously, your pronunciation is off. You don't know it yet. You're still learning. And so it gets confused, repeating the same thing 10 times. It still doesn't work well. So when it comes to teaching, there's still work to be done. So what else can it do? It can give you quizzes, tell you, jokes, all sorts of fun stuff. Right now, there's no option. I don't know why, by the way. It's cool. Yesterday I told it, mark all the Milan games for me. Put them in the calendar and remind me an hour before the game starts. And it marked all the games for me. All. Super Cup, Italian Cup, she scored them all on her own. So, it's really cool. I was saying, I still don't know why there's no option to interact with maps. I think they'll add that soon because I expect that if I say, I'm hungry, I want to eat a burrito, where can I go nearby that's open on December 25th? It should tell me. It's not like if I ask it where the nearest pharmacy is open. The other day I had a client, and I had to ask it, and it should tell me, that feature isn't there yet, but it will be soon. I mean, you have an assistant, right there, that can do 1,000 things. Try writing something down here that you want to do, but keep it short. Everything will be possible, guys. You show it something, send it a photo, ask it what it is, how to fix it, what to do, and it explains it to you. Yesterday I was asking it how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and it told me that of course it's better to watch a tutorial because explaining it verbally is more complicated than watching it, but If you want, you can ask it anything, and it helps you with any kind of information. Yesterday I was playing the Capitals game, asking me about Capitals to see how many I know, and I was playing to name the Capitals. It's also nice for chatting, you know, for those who might feel lonely, right? You just start talking and it tells you a story. Then you'll say, but it's better to talk to people. Yeah, I prefer talking to people, but there are those who might feel lonely, or maybe, and talks to Gemini. It tells you a story, it tells you a joke. I don't know. Do you have a problem and feel embarrassed not knowing who to talk to about it? Talk to Gemini. You see, I had a fight with this friend of mine because she told me this, and I told her that. What do you think I should do? It also acts like a psychologist. Of course, it tells you I'm not a psychologist, and then it gives you the policies that we'll remove later, because I expect personalization. In fact, every time I ask it something, it starts by saying, it depends, and that already gets my hormones going. I don't need to hear it again. I already know it depends. Like when I ask how many views you need to make €3 on YouTube, and it starts with, it depends. It can really get on your nerves. But today, guys, you have a personal assistant. Whatever you need, it's right there for you, and so on. If you ask Gemini, who is the hardcore fan? And it tells you, the hardcore fan is a football entertainer. It tells you. Yeah, but look, it's me. I know. It's me. Oh, it's you? Hi. That's why. It's me. And so you can ask a ton of things. By the way, on the Notebook LM app, you have the option to provide it with sources. You tell it, I don't know, follow this YouTuber, and from this YouTuber, if I ask you something, get the news from him, or get the news from this site here, or get the news from that site there. For example, yesterday I asked it, give me the latest news about Milan, okay? And it went to get the information from Pianeta Milan, all right? I said, well, Calciomercato is not a reliable source, so delete all the information from calciomercato.com. That isn't trustworthy. There's Agresti, but just forget about it. So I expect that in the future, since there will be more and more personalization, you'll be able to choose the sources, which is essential, because most sources just give you nonsense. You can even choose the sources, including YouTubers, not just newspapers, but also YouTubers. That was awesome, especially for getting the news. For example, the news broadcast. Or maybe you want to read the Gazzetta, but there's no need. You just ask Gemini, and it already tells you. Tell me today's football news, and it tells you. I mean, I get my news from Sky Sport. Is that okay? Sky Sport is fine. Let me know what they say. Guys, if you still haven't tried artificial intelligence, you better start experimenting with it. Try the one you like the most. Try GPT. Try Gemini. Try Llama. That's what the other one is called. There are several out there. Try a few, and you'll see you won't go back. For example, today I'm struggling to make thumbnails. I don't know why. GPT hasn't been working since yesterday. I can't make the thumbnails. I mean, I'm so used to it now that I tell him, make me the cover for YouTube videos. Make me, I don't know, the AC Milan player with the fans on the right and a car on the left. And he'll do it for me. Now that it doesn't work, I don't know what to do. In fact, the last thumbnails were kind of terrible, even for the social channel. For those who don't know, I have a main channel where I talk about football, which is why I always end up talking about Milan and football. And I'm doing a terrible job with the thumbnails because it's not working. By the way, Bing isn't working for me either. I don't know why. I used to use Microsoft Bing, and now it's not working for me. Maybe it's just me being clueless. Who knows? All right, guys, we'll catch up next time. Every morning at 7, there's a video, Italian time. Follow me in all languages, in all places, in all lakes. I love you all. If anyone wants to talk to me, there's the Telegram channel in the description, also available in all languages. I speak Italian, but I adapt. Hi there, beautiful people.